Hey, what's up guys? This is Desiree with Desired Beauty, and today I'm going to be doing my most highly requested look here on my channel, and that is my foundation routine. Now, everybody asks me about this, even in my everyday life. They always want to know what foundation I wear, how I do it, what tools I use, and what's my technique, and it's fairly simple actually, so I hope you guys won't be disappointed. I don't have any fancy tricks. I don't use some special exotic brush but I feel like it's effective. It does the job for me, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I'm sorry it took so long for this video to be up, but I've actually filmed several foundation routine videos, but my editing program has some sort of glitch and it's deleted it so many times, along with a lot of other tutorials that I've done. Actually, one that it erased was that Christina Aguilera Not Myself Tonight look. I know I told people I was going to do it, and I did do it, and it got deleted, and I spent a lot of time editing that too, so I was very angry. And my Rude Boy look, when I first did that, it got deleted, so I had to redo that. I know I'd mentioned that before, but so many looks have gotten deleted, and it's frustrating. So I know I need to upgrade to Final Cut Pro and to a new MacBook Pro, so I will be doing that hopefully sometime in the future, and I won't have this problem anymore. So anyhow, I know you guys have waited a long time for this, so I won't take any longer for the introduction. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to drive the point home even further about this tutorial being very simple, I'm going to use the Sigma SS190 foundation brush. Not saying it's a bad brush, it's not. Like I said in my review, it's very standard. So I don't really have to have a particular brush, just as long as it is some, good quality. I have, my preferences in this. I really like the one from Bdellium Tools a lot, and of course from Royal & Langnickel. Royal & Langnickel has some really good foundation brushes that I love, love, love. Even one from Crown Brushes is my very favorite. It's super small, but I'm going to go ahead and use this today, and I've already dampened it with just a little touch of water. I don't use Fix Plus or anything. For me, water does just fine. And I'm going to take this Giorgio Armani Luminous Skin Foundation, and this is in number 6. I tend to use between 5.5 to 6.5. Those three colors I can combine sometimes. It really depends on the seasons. And take the foundation brush, and I'm just going to put some on it right here and dab it on each cheek, the forehead, down the nose, right here, and underneath. And then I'm just going to start blending in downward strokes. Getting my under eye. Even though I put that primer on, it's okay. I really like this foundation because it has a little bit of silicone in it, so it really does, in my opinion, kind of replace a primer for me on a day-to-day basis. I mean, unless I'm going to have like an event I'm going to and I want to make sure that nothing moves and stays on, then I will apply an extra one underneath, but I never really feel like it's necessary. Go ahead and bring it down because you want to make sure that everything matches. My face is naturally a lot lighter than the rest of me always, so it's really important for me to bring this down. And also because I have natural darkness on my eyes. I know some people do, some people don't. I do. I don't usually cover it up on a day-to-day basis. I kind of like it. People mistake it for eyeshadow all the time, asking me what kind of eyeshadow I'm wearing, but no, it's just the way they are. But sometimes, just to get a really clean look and a fresh start, if I am going to apply eyeshadow, think it's good sometimes to cover it up. Sometimes, so if you want to cover it up, just go and cover it up, but on a regular basis I usually kind of just let it be. As you can see with this foundation, a little has gone a long way, and that was barely even one pump. I don't push out a full pump usually, because sometimes it's just too much, but you know, whatever's extra I usually just put it towards my neck. So I would say the one main thing that I always do, where I spend the most time on, is of course blending. I'm very, very particular about my foundation blending into my skin because I like my skin to look like skin. So I will say if there's any particular secret to what I do, it's blending, and that really shouldn't be a secret. It should be something that everybody does. So I just say, if you can, take your time on blending your foundation. I feel like if you're going to wear foundation, then that's where you should spend your most time. If you're, you know, on a run for the day, spend some extra time, you know, on your foundation, just blending it. It really doesn't take that long. You know, I'm over here taking my time because I just want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. Otherwise, I would go through it a little bit quicker. It's a concealer brush. It's just a, you know, basic concealer brush. I like this one a lot. As I've mentioned, I like Royal Langnickel, and I'm going to take from Kevyn Aucoin the Essential Skin Enhancer in number 7. And you only need a very tiny amount of this, just super small, I mean minuscule amount. This lasts me like a year and a half at least. It just depends on what I'm doing. Yeah, I like this a lot, and I only use it for concealer. I don't use it for anything else. But anyhow, I'm just going to start right here in the inner corners. Very little amount. You just want to use the tip of this, placing it little by little. My dark shadows aren't so bad today, so I don't need to mix this really with any color to even it out. I'm going to go to the other side, do the same thing. Just kind of patting it on. Make sure you get it down the sides of the nose. And then just pat it in. Using very light touches, I use my ring finger, as I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. Don't want to put too much pressure on this area. Next, I'm going to take from Benefit the Benefit Powder Flash, which I've reviewed before. It was my first haul, and I really love it. And I'm just going to take any fluffy blending brush. This one is from Molly Roncal, and I'm just going to dip it into the powder very lightly, and I'm just going to pat that into the concealer. Okay, so next I'm going to apply from Makeup Forever this HD finishing powder. And I'm going to take this powder brush from Sigma, and this is the SS150. I don't like to apply too much because I want to make sure that I don't get a lot, or else it just gets kind of funky looking, chalky. I know some people say they don't like it, they think it looks chalky. It's because you're putting way too much. You really don't need a lot of this powder, just very little, very, very little. I know it's easy to over apply because it's so fine and translucent, but that's a good thing, right? So I just kind of lightly press it on, bringing it down, kind of sweeping it down the neck. What I like about this powder is that it doesn't take away my skin's natural, glow. It doesn't hide it. It doesn't feel cakey or anything like that, and I quite enjoy it. Just to kind of finish off the look, I'm going to take this bronzer from Glow Fusion, and this is in Luminous, and I'm going to take this Sigma 168 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. This is what I usually do on a regular basis. I usually have like a bronzer or a blush, depending, sometimes both, sometimes just one or none, and mascara and like a nice, pink lip gloss. It's really easy. I always wear mascara. I don't usually wear eyeshadow on a day-to-day basis. Most of the time I don't. It's usually something I only do in the evening. It's not that I don't like it in the day, it's just, I got things to do, so I always end up getting caught up in the whole eyeshadow thing, and I will spend all this time doing little random things. So I avoid it, and I just put a nice swoop of eyeliner on the top lid, and I'm good to go. So a bronzer, I think, is a really simple and easy way to keep your face nice and healthy looking. Gives it a bit of a touch of warmth. So I just apply this to the cheekbone, and slightly getting it onto the apple, but not too much. So that way it gives you a slight contour and then some color. Okay, so this is the final look, you guys. This is just my everyday foundation routine. You guys have been asking for it. This is what's in the majority of all of my videos, except for maybe like one or two maybe, probably the Lady Gaga one, and I can't remember which other one, but yeah, pretty much very simple. I usually, like I say, start my videos towards the evening. I think this is the first time where I actually got to do a tutorial in the daytime and finished before it got dark, so lucky me. And so usually I just start at the end of the day and I use the same foundation I have on, maybe fix it up and add a little bit more, but unless the look really requires it, I just use a basic routine. So anyhow, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys picked up a lesson or two, and let me know how it turns out for you. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Please look forward to my future tutorials, hauls, and of course product reviews, and check me out anytime at my blog at desiredbeauty.blogspot.com, and yes, that is desired, spelled with a Z. So once again, thank you guys very, very much for stopping by, and until next time, this is Desiree, your Desired Beauty, saying thank you. Bye!